See how my voice does. Also may have a headphone problem due to a little kerfuffle with my sound cards. So we'll see how this goes. Yep, I am on very early in the morning. Well, at least compared to my normal streams. So we will see how this goes. My voice is a little iffy again. And Rumble is being a turd. There we go. All right. So, we're going to talk a little bit about a bunch of stuff this morning. Everything from a little bit of Odyssey, the movie, taking some major heat. Seems like Nolan just wants an award because they said you can't have certain awards in Hollywood now unless one of your leads is a person of color. So, yeah, he's doing some swapping in there. May even go through some CIA stuff. I got 2 CIA stories in one day. And a little Ro Khanna, maybe Trump pitting Vance and Rubio against each other. And maybe a little Nick Fuentes. We'll see. All right, so I know that it's morning, everybody, so grab your coffee, your energy drink, whatever it takes. Sorry. I had a long day yesterday. I'll get on here in a sec. Just give the 1 or 2 people that may show up a second. Did work on a couple of vehicles yesterday. Worked on a friend's wife's Nissan Murano. The air conditioning quit working. Well, ran the scanner on it, had some data PIDs that didn't look right. Pressure in the AC system was good, by the way. What was wrong? I had an ambient temperature sensor that was thinking it was negative 30 degrees out, so it wasn't going to gauge the air. Found this thing had been an accident. Somebody had tried to remount the sensor in the wrong space and wired it badly, pretty much twisted the wires together. And it had broke some of the wiring, rewired, remounted, and hey, what do you know? When the ambient temp sensor on a vehicle doesn't think it's negative 30 degrees out, it'll let your AC compressor engage. Woo! So, score there. All right. So that was one of my automotive adventures yesterday. So, yay. Gotta love the interconnectivity on cars. Even though they got a computer problem because their dash is still reading. The same sensor is still reading that it's negative 20 or 30 degrees out. It says it's a delay. Well, that's a hell of a delay. All right, guys. Let's head on over, and I'm going to check Rumble real quick. My voice is very iffy at the moment. Sorry. We'll see how this goes. Even the hot coffee's not helping. You would think it would, but it isn't. So we're just going to do a little talk about this. I don't want to dig too deep into it because everybody else has done it. It's just been bugging me putting up with it. The whole Odyssey kerfuffling. Now this here, right, is just a funny. This is just a great meme somebody posted. Instead of Brad Pitt as Achilles, a little alien Page. Possibly. This one is unconfirmed, folks. But it's still funny. If you don't know, Elliot Page is, I don't care. You want to call it a boy or girl, you go. I'm not playing his games. But this person is 5'1" and about 88 to 90 pounds. So let's hope this person is not Achilles. The other possibility is some people are saying Alien is going to be Hermes. So we'll see how that goes. But this is all unconfirmed. This is just a funny meme. I thought I'd play it because it's funny. And I want to see if my sound works. because I don't know if I'm going to be able to hear it even on my headphones or you guys will hear it. So I am going to have to use my other computer to unmute for me and try to listen to what I did here. Okay, that's working. Sorry. What's happening to you mess with your sound cards? It is working good. Stop before the music really kicks in. Because YouTube is insane. Takes 0.3 of a second to get you copyright striked. Unless you're a big channel and, you know, if you're Aslan Gold, you can play whatever you want, say whatever you want. Me? Pfft. That right there will probably get me copyright. I just think it's a funny meme. I wasn't going to dig too much into it. But that is unconfirmed anyway. That's not the big kerfuffle going on. The big kerfuffle is... Let's see here. Boy, did I get lost here there. It's Lupita Nyong'o, this lady here. And I don't think she's an unattractive lady. As Helen of Troy. Well, Helen was not a person of heavy melanated descent. She was a, if not white, a slightly off-white person of blue or green eyes and blonde hair. The beauty that launched 1,000 ships. And Lupita Nyong'o, while not unattractive, is not that beauty, nor what any of the statues describe throughout time or anything else. So a lot of people are just saying they're not going to watch it. I think it's still going to be a big movie. It's Christopher Nolan. And I think it's going to make a crap load of money. I do want to see, when this movie comes out, I want to see what first week or two, what the drop-off will be after one of those two. Because I'm wondering if it's going to be a good movie or not. But how much... I think it's going to depend on how much Lupita is in there as Helen of Troy. If she's only in there a scat of a second, people are going to be annoyed but overlook it for a good movie, if it's good. And I'm also wondering where Elliot Page here is going to be. Now, wait a minute. I want to look at something. Images. Now, this is what Hermes is supposed to look like. You know, come at me, YouTube. So, Elliot Page, there, I'll give you a slightly friendlier image there. Yep, still going to get the ween, guys. It's a historical image, YouTube. That is a 1,000-year-old statue. Deal with yourself. But this is Hermes. And that is not Hermes. Let me see here. So, this person is not. Besides the ab implants this person got, this is 5'1", 90 pounds, dipped in water, as we say. That is not a Greek god of any type. Hermes obviously isn't hugely buff here or anything, but still, holy crap. It's stupid. Let's hope. And once again, I'm not saying that Elliot, whatever, is going to be Achilles. But whether it's Achilles or Hermes, wrong person. No. You don't go from that something like that to, yeah, this. There's another one that's really shows the physique more heavily, but yeah. Yeah, that just isn't going to work, folks. Oh, come on. Hey, Swamp Rat. How does Biden's blanket pardon work? Can Trump make a pre-pardon from today for a year from now to anyone who turns Fauci into a pincushion? I don't know, Swamp Rat. Honestly, it's almost a good question. The way, and I have no problem wandering, guys. If anybody's here watching for the first time, I have topics I want to talk about, but I have no problem being Amtrak'd/derailed. I have no problem just discussing. I think the chat should steer what you talk about in a way. In limits, I may not always want to talk about certain things, but hey, I want my topics, but I will still pay attention. Hey, Kay, what's up? Some of the images you're showing you can't see. Oh, I'm in the way. Thank you. Swamp Rat didn't let me know. Yep, told you guys I'm not awake yet. There we go. Thanks, Kay. Swamp Rat was just going to let me yammer on. There we go, Kay. How's that? Here, let me go back. Okay, this is Hermes. And this is not. Sorry, it's going to keep doing that to me. This is not Hermes. This is 90. Seriously, people are saying this is 88 to 90 pounds. And I looked it up. Yes, I see 5 foot and 5'1" for Elliot Page's height. There is no Greek god that is like 5 foot. Even though Elliot did have the implants done for the abs, had ab implants done. Neato. So I guess you got at least got the six pack down that Hermes almost has here. So yeah, let's I don't know. Once again, we're not even sure. The rumors around Elliot Page are Achilles, Hermes, or God knows. The biggest rumors are definitely Hermes or Achilles. If it's Achilles, oh God, that is just stupid. That is just stupid. But Lupita Nyong'o, and I even argued with a guy already on X this morning, oh, this is just rumors about Lupita. No, it's been openly said now. It's been confirmed. Lupita Nyong'o is Helen of Troy. Now the big deal on, is it going to hurt the movie? If Lupita's in there as Helen only a teeny bit, probably not. If she's in there a lot as Helen, some people are going to get pissed. Going to get rubbed the wrong way. Nolan and this movie are already taking a hell of a beating from a lot of people, especially people in Greece or of that origin, going, what the hell? How dare you swap out thousands-year-old history of our country for this? And some people are saying Nolan's doing it just to get an award. He wants that award, that Academy Award. And you can't get them anymore because the Academy says you must have a heavily melanated person and or a Zimzer or both as a main character. So yeah, so he swapped Lupita Nyong'o in for Helen of Troy because he wants an award. Christopher Nolan, you are a wiener. Wiener. Sorry, guys, I am trying to clean my language up a little more. I've been asked by I have very few viewers, so when a viewer asks, hey, I kind of watch this, I'd like to watch Round My Kids without shooing them out of the room. Any chance you could kind of tone it? I'm like, I'm going to give it a shot. No guarantees. So if you are the one that emailed me, be careful. No, that wasn't a little mistake, okay? That was a big mistake on my part. I've been guilty of that before. Especially if I'm tired, like right now. All right, so yeah, a lot of people are saying, there are people like this guy here. Decided I'm not going to watch it. I would have thought about it with Lupita, but with Elliot, it's out of the question. Honestly, I have a bigger problem with Lupita Not because she's not an attractive lady. Then I do Elliot as Hermes or, well, okay, I had less of a trouble with Elliot as Hermes, but Elliot as Achilles will be absolutely tarded. That would be this right here, guys. That would be this. And I'm gonna watch the music. So I'll have to back up. But this is what you probably didn't get to see. This is Elliot Page if Elliot plays Achilles. If you don't know, this is the scene from Troy when they swapped Brad Pitt out here for Elliot. Really nice. That is about right. Look at that. Look at that physique. That is not inaccurate physique-wise. That is scary, except that probably couldn't hold up the real shield or walk around with the armor. That is what it would be. It is scary. So they say they have a bigger trouble with Elliot. I have a bigger trouble with this. And don't come at me and go, oh, because she's black. Yes, in a way. And I don't want to hear it anymore. I'm tired of this. The left, whether it comes to our media, our movies, our TV, our pop culture of all types, or politics. I'm tired of it, lefties. Shut up. If this was the other way around, if we were swapping in a blonde hair, blue eye, white chick, to play, Black Panther, you guys would have a coronary. If we swapped in a couple white people to play Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and his wife, if we did that, you'd have a cow. But this is even older. We are talking thousands of years history here. Statues, book. It's been throughout time. This is major. Especially for some people, some parts of the world. This is a huge, huge thing. It's like for Americans, if they said, we're going to make a George Washington biopic. And then what? We're going to have Idris Elba play George Washington. Americans would freak. Even a lot of lefties would go, okay, that's stupid. They would not stand for that. They'd be like, that is tarded. That's what this is like doing for Greeks, for people of history, for people of certain origins. How about for anybody with common sense? This is stupid. Making her Helen of Troy. I mean, whoa. And I saw somebody comment on here. Oh, this guy. Bro, you're not watching a movie of rumored roles. Some of the casting. And this guy's right. Elliot Page is not confirmed as Achilles. And Lupita Nyong'o not as Helen of Troy. Bull, they're all in rumors. No. Lupita is confirmed as Helen of Troy. It's just how much will she be in the movie? If it's some little blurb, it ain't going to hurt the movie. There'll be a few people who won't go see it. And there's going to be a people, roll their eyes and go, out loud in the theater during her little parts. But if she's in it a lot, people are going to, I think it will do a little damage after the first week or two. I really do. So I had to push back and say, no, it's everywhere. It has been confirmed that she is Helen of Troy. Okay. And then I saw somebody else post, let's see, about about the color of the people over there. About how they're dark-skinned anyway. Greek people. But let's not describe that Helen was described pretty much as blonde, golden blonde hair, blue or green eyes, and a lighter complexion, and the beauty that launched 1,000 ships. She was sought after. That's why she was taken from, Troy, and brought to Sparta, because she was a prize. Now, I went and typed in when I saw this person post about, Greek people are dark. She's pretty close. one bullshit. A Greek person is nowhere near the skin tone of Lupita Nyong'o or people from African descent. It's like saying, hey, you know what? Martin Luther King Jr. can be played by a Mexican. They're brown, it's close. Hell, you got John Stamos here. He's Greek. Look at these Greek people. Both are 100% Greek. Yeah. Yeah. These are both Greek right here. But this is nowhere near Lupita Nyong'o level. Not even close. This is Greek also, which is what Helen is pretty much described as. So when you are saying Greek always have to be dark, no. This is Greek. And I just went off the picture, didn't I? Yes, I did. But Lupita Nyong'o is not this. This is not even close. So it's stupid. And I think they should be roasted. It's a total retarded take. It just is. It's totally retarded. So, yeah. And we got statues of these people been around for 1,000 years. Well, more than that. A couple thousand. But you know what? Hey, let's just ignore that. Once again, the leftists, whether it's politics or pop culture, always fine when it goes one way, but not the other. So, yep. Female person knows that here in 2026, there's an invention called headset or headphones. Yeah, I know, but a lot of people these days are watching YouTube on their TVs. And I get it. They're doing stuff with their kids, but hey, there are choices we make as parents, you know, where you have to censor certain things when the children are around or awake. So I get it. Not saying I'm going to always do it. Like I said, listen at your own risk. Hey, Rebexy, what's up? So no, I don't want to belabor it too much, but I just think it's pure stupidity. And as for what Elliot's going to be, I don't know. Like, I mean, a lot of people here are saying right away. This idiot, though. Usain Bolt is a real person. Helen of Troy is not. I don't care. Black Panther is not a real person. But if you swap in blonde hair, blue eye, white guy, this same person, his little brother, would throw a fit. Throw a tantrum. And don't tell me you wouldn't. You would be pissed. It has nothing to do with that. And Helen of Troy is a historical figure. Whether you say it's, you know, not real or whatever, we don't even know that, hey, maybe it was based on somebody real around him. You know, Homer saw, hey, right there, that's going to be Helen. Doesn't matter. There are statues. It's thousands of years old. It's a long-loved story. A lot of people in Greek culture, it is really embedded in their culture. There's been movies and stories written. Get over yourself. Like, here's a good take. Eric Spinks. She is pretty, just not Helen of Troy. My biggest concern at the room is Drew is Elliot Page. So, yeah. Not because of the trans controversy. I'll say that's part of it. Because I've already seen some people post on here from Greece saying, haha, they were saying Achilles is a man, a strong, buff, manly man, not a woman dressing up to be a man. Especially not a 90-pound, 5'1" woman. So there are people I've seen posting from Greece going, I'm Greek. Live in Greece right now still. Achilles is a man. Posting somebody not a biological man is an affront to our culture. And that is I agree with them. But yes, also here, the physical stature to play Achilles. I hope not. And they say it's like casting Timothy Chalamet to play Hulk Hogan in a biopic. 100%. Timothy Chalamet is not a huge buff guy himself. So yeah, playing Hulk Hogan would be funny. So yeah, This is an absolute disgrace having her play Helen of Troy. Just another modern audience race swap bullshit. And it's because Nolan wants that Academy Award. Yep. There is no place in this world for gender or racial swaps in classic stories. 100%. I'm even pissed off that Idris Elba, and I like the guy. I think it's Idris Elba. Is it? I think I got that wrong. Is playing Man-at-Arms in the new He-Man Masters Universe movie. My biggest problem with it is Man-at-Arms is a head taller than He-Man. He-Man, the most powerful man in the universe. He was always as tall or taller than Man-at-Arms. Throughout the comics, throughout the cartoon, in the Dolph Lundgren movie. So, making Man-at-Arms race swapped and taller, it's kind of a shot. So, okay. Let's see. Well, okay. Here's a problem here. This is silly of you. Why wouldn't you want it to be awesome? Okay, fine. He bungled the cast of Helen of Troy, casting of Helen of Troy. Bleh. But please don't tell me you believe the Achilles nonsense. It's all rage bait, this person says. Hey, Matt, I hate to tell you this, buddy. That's exactly what people were saying about Lupita Nyong'o as Helen of Troy. It's all rage bait. And then that came out to be confirmed. Will Elliot be Achilles? I doubt it. Hermes, maybe, and even that's retarded. So, yeah. I'm saying more likely Hermes than Achilles. Or it could be some minor little role. So, yeah. This movie's going to bomb hard. Race swapping Helen of Troy and casting Travis Scott, another dark POC, is one thing, but casting a woman as a Greek male hero is a deal breaker. That's another one of them. Yeah, a Greek male machismo hero. You're going to use Elliot Page. So yeah, it's stupid. An effing car part, a part that shifts gears, is Achilles, and a busted, I don't know, African is Helen of Troy. Yike. So yeah, okay. Yes, the guy is roaring up for a critical failure, but his cultist fans will watch. Yeah, I agree. They'll watch. So I don't know. Matt Damon I don't have a big trouble with, but you know, whatever. Yeah. Yes, she is. She's, yeah, confirmed. She is no Helen of Troy, of Sparta/Troy. Sorry, not taking anything from her, but Sparta was in Greece. Yep. People are dumb. Helen of Troy is white, you dumb. C words. Woo. Yeah, they're doing it to the Yakuza series, too. Yep. I'm sorry. But that's all I want to talk about on that. Achilles should have paid more attention to footwear. Oh, yeah. I don't know. It seems like maybe Nolan did it on purpose to stir the controversy. Maybe that'll put some butts in the seats. You know, he's Christopher Nolan. He's made some amazing movies. Yes, he's had some bombs, but he's made some amazing movies. But I just don't like that the man is going to hunt an award. To do that, he's going to bastardize the culture of a whole country or a region of the world and take a dump on a 1,000-year-old story that is very historical, whether it's real or not. I mean, statues everywhere. So much has been talked about and studied and put out about the Odyssey, Iliad and the Odyssey. So yeah, and all these gods and Achilles, and this is stupid. So boo on you, Christopher Nolan. All right, guys, we are going to move on a little bit. Did you guys see this? Now, this is not exactly what happened. We're going to play a little Jesse Waters, and I'll show you the hyperbolized or hyperbole, it's not exactly what happened. They didn't raid Tulsi's office, but here, I'll let you listen, see how he frames this.
Tulsi Gabbard's office. Agents hauled out dozens of boxes, files on the JFK assassination and MK Ultra.
Now that part's true. They took out, I guess, 40 boxes on the JFK assassination and MK Ultra, among a couple other things that Tulsi was in the process of going through to declassify and put out. Yeah. And by the way, Tulsi Gabbard is their boss. She is the boss of the CIA. She is the head of all U.S. intelligence. That's it. That'd be like when I have my auto shop. That'd be like one of my lube tech coming over and just, grabbing customer files out of my computer, grabbing the money box, whatever else. Taking home the shop truck as his own. That's insane. This is stupid. Besides, the CIA is not supposed to be doing actions of any type on American soil. CIA is mandated to only be outside of our country doing stuff. Even going in and pulling back boxes physically inside the country is, from what I've been told, damned illegal. So, yeah. So, they didn't really raid her office, but they did actually physically take back 40 boxes of documents. I mean, I will say right now, the CIA denied MK Ultra for a long time, until there's enough out there where they had no choice. So it's craziness. So, and on the same day, we have a CIA whistleblower saying Fauci should be in jail. We'll talk about that in a second. Probably spend a little more time on that. We'll see here.
John, the CIA just raided Tulsi Gabbard's office. Agents hauled out dozens of boxes, files on the JFK assassination and MK Ultra, the CIA mind control operation, which she was in the process of declassifying. Today's whistleblower said it during his deposition.
And I know I keep pausing, but you guys, for everybody out there that says, oh my God, we're not seeing documents releases like we want. One, I've always said, a lot of this stuff was destroyed. There's no way, if you're smart and powerful and have this much access, you're just going to let the evidence out there for everybody to grab. If you can destroy it, you're going to destroy it. Not go, hey, Trump got elected. Let's just, he said he's going to release this stuff. We'll just let it there. Insanity. You don't get to say, on one hand, these people are all powerful. They were able to get away with this for decades because of their power. Then go, well, they wouldn't have done anything, couldn't have done anything, these documents. So, yeah. But this is reason maybe why we're not seeing stuff, guys. The deep state is still working against this stuff being declassified. Still stopping documents. And besides what Tulsi had her desk that they took back, is probably somebody in the CIA went, hey, you didn't give Tulsi this, did you? Oh, crap. We've got to get that back. You weren't supposed to give her that. You were only supposed to give her these 20 pages, not all 40. Holy crap, dude. Those we were supposed to keep hidden from our boss and the administration. Yeah. They are hiding stuff. I'll say that also. You ain't happy with what's released? If they are able to grab back boxes full from Tulsi, the boss, that is insane. It's her job to figure out what should be released and not. Not theirs. How much more do you think they're doing this on everything? On JFK, on 9/11, on MK Ultra, on Epstein. How much are they holding back and have hidden? I'll say right now, I don't think Trump has the power to get their hands on it. Because this is so ingrained, deep state, people unelected that have been there for decades and decades. It's scary.
And Congresswoman Anna Paulina Luna confirmed it moments ago.
The reason why this is troubling is, A, there was an executive order that the president had directed the full declassification of JFK, but then also to the MK Ultra files. The CIA famously has said that, all documents were released and other documents had been destroyed. So these are allegedly those documents that apparently never existed.
And this just in, John, the CIA.
They never existed.
Just raided.
Okay. So yeah, that's crazy. So they're demanding they give them back. And they're putting out, I swear, Tulsi Gabbard and Anna Paulina Luna, they're saying we're going to file a Preservation of Documents Act, you know, to tell the CIA, don't you dare destroy stuff. Dude, they already walked into their boss's office. Not a raid, but they physically did send somebody in to grab boxes out of their boss's office. The boss who's supposed to be the one in charge, the one with the say on what gets declassified or not the lower CIA people under her. They already did that. So when you're going to wag your finger and go, you better preserve these, has she seen everything? Will she know what's going to be taken out if they do? And if they do, what's she going to do about it? Wag her finger again? We don't need another Pam Bondi in there. This right here, I don't care if it's somebody sent their staffer down from the CIA to grab it. I don't care if it's a middle management CIA person grabbed it. They should have been arrested on the spot. That is seditious. When you have lower people going after cabinet members or taking stuff or going against them, they are the upper level, whether you like them or not. If this was the Biden administration and let's say a Trump deep stater walked into DNI's office, took documents on Trump and walked out, lefties would be screaming and screeching, probably rioting, and demanding arrests and trial now. Hell, they'd be out there with, hanging ropes in effigy already. But unfortunately, from the right, we're going to wag finger. There should have been arrests. They should have walked down the hall with Capitol Police, or I don't care, U.S. Marshals, and arrested the person who walked out with those boxes. Done. This is stupid. Stop wagging your fingers. I do agree with Nick. Members of Congress are once again proving they're much more interested in being influencers than members of Congress. True. A lot of our government, Congress, Parliament, whatever, they've always been big into attention and looks. And social media has given them that extra way to just get themselves out there to look good, look like they're doing their job, to get that camera attention on them. And unfortunately, they are more actors now than they are legislators, which is another reason Congress has given up so much power to the executive branch, put it all on the president, because they don't want to do their job. They do not. They want to act like they are. So, yeah.